Hello, vinyl community. I'm here for a vinyl update. Got some vinyl here to show and a few other things. First thing I'll show here is this is something I picked up at a thrift store, I don't know, quite a few weeks ago. I don't know what these are called right off, but they sing, I guess. I guess that's what they're doing. It's really hard to make out what they're saying, but this is all in foreign language here, so I'm not sure what these are called, but I had to have it. And we went to a comic book store, actually a couple places that sold comics this weekend. One store we'd never been to, this store, Bell Book and Comic. It's a great store if you have a chance, check it out. It's in Dayton, Ohio. It's a really good store. Found a lot of cool stuff I'll be showing you here in a minute. Next Saturday is Free Comic Book Day. So if you're into comic books, you probably already know about this, but if you're a casual or a new collector, you might want to check it out. We got a bag here from our visit this past weekend, advertising it. And we will be going this coming Saturday to a few places to get our free comic books, but I'll show you what I got this time. It wasn't free, but the prices were really great. I'm not going to take them out of the bags for you. I'll just run through these real quick. This one's called Hot Stuff. This is a Harvey comic, The Little Devil. I love those comics. I always try to pick those up if they're a good price. The Wacky Witch, and I didn't have any from this one. There's another one, Wacky Witch, and then this one is a spin-off of Casper, Spooky. And these are really old. I think a lot of these are from the 60s. And this one's also Spooky, the tough little ghost. And this one's Spooky Spooktown. And these comics were in the, I don't know if you call it clearance section, but they were all marked down to 50 cents. The ones I got was 50 cents. And this one is Spooky Haunted House. But I just love these kinds of things. I mean, some of this was before my time. I remember a few of these, Audrey and Melvin. My cousin used to collect these, a lot of these comics. Some of them I'd never seen before, like this one, The Little Monsters. Until me and Kat started looking at comics and collecting comics again, I hadn't seen these before that, and these were from the 60s. The price on there is 15 cents on that one. So I know that's probably from the 60s, like really old. This one's 25 cents. The Little Monsters. The cat's knocking stuff off here, because that's what they do. And then this one, Casper's Ghost Land. Got Frankenstein on the cover there. And also Casper's Ghost Land. And then this next one here, I went through a lot of all the other stuff that they had, and I seen this one, and I used to have this one as a kid, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. I've said this in previous videos. Why do I get rid of stuff? Because, you know, I see stuff everywhere. It's like it doesn't look like I get rid of anything, but apparently at one point or another, I got rid of this. Cracked is the magazine, collector's edition. Those Cracked Monsters. But I just love this. I seen it, and it's like, oh my god, I gotta get that. That's from the 70s. And then on to the vinyl. First thing we got here, let's see, this is, not sure how to pronounce this. Sweet Music by the Pat Terry Group. And it looks like a banana split there. It's pretty cool. Or pretty sweet, I should say. It's pretty sweet. On Myrrh Records. Christian artist. Christian group. And there's the lyrics with, looks like an ice cream cone. Flavors of the Day, I think, is the name of the album. Or Sweet Music, I guess, is the name of the album. And it's on Myrrh Records. These records are ones that I've been picking up. I think all of these came from a thrift store. And I'm really running out of room. It's ridiculous. This one is called Spleen, The Sound of Feeling. I'd never heard of a band called Spleen, so that was really unusual to find this. It's on Limelight Records. Leonard Feather presents The Sound of Feeling. Here's the label. And this looks like the 60s. But of course, every time I go to look for a year, it doesn't have one. But some of the songs are Hurdy-Gurdy Man, which is of course a Donovan song. Song on here called Hex. Along Came Sam. And a title track, I guess, for the group's name, Spleen. And Mixolydian Mode. Mixolydian Mode, I guess is how you say that. So yeah, this looks like it's sort of it looks like a folk group that's trying to be psychedelic, is what it looks like. But I'll have to wait and listen to that before I can say for sure if that's what that is. A Tony Mottola album that I didn't have. This one's sort of an odd, this is a Project 3 record, but it's sort of a, it's not like the really glossy ones. It is a gatefold still. I'm assuming it's probably a later one. It's got the same label. So it's a brown sleeve on that one. And then this one's cool, Spanish Village by Martin Denny. I don't think I had this one. I don't think I've ever seen it. Need to go check Martin Denny's discography and see how many I'm missing. Because I want to say that I have them all, but I don't really know if that's accurate. The Best of Woody Woodbury. I have a few of his records, but I didn't have the best of. Some of these here listed on the back I do have. And you see his records a lot. It's just like the comedy in the 60s. And even 70s to a certain extent is just very different from what we're used to today. In this one, on Verve, The Best of Phyllis Diller. She is actually hilarious. And I love the Verve label. Anything on Verve is always good. The Art of Kodo, The Music of Japan. This was apparently a library record at one point. There's a little checkout card there on the front. It's got a cool label though. It's got the Elektra label. So that ought to be good. Another Tony Mottola. This one is more like, it's Enoch Light Presents. This is more like the traditional Enoch Light records you see. Although I've never, before picking this one up, either one of those, but especially this one, I'd never seen it. And it's like, wow. And, you know, I run across these, you know, like Cat runs across Jackie Gleason. Actually, I run across these probably even more so than that. And this one's Project 3 too. And these records look brand new, which is always a plus. Another Japanese record, Japan, It Sounds and People. So this one's like a travel log, like a sound effect record, I'm guessing. Has brief commentary, and then everything else is just like the city, I'm assuming, probably Tokyo. I mean, it doesn't actually, it says recorded in Japan. Narrated by Rose Agawa. So that ought to be really cool. I've sort of seen that and it's like, yep, gotta have it. And the last one here I got is Cliff Richard, Green Light. I was made aware of Cliff Richard by watching the Young Ones show on MTV back in the 80s. And I don't recognize any of the songs on here, but they talk about Cliff Richard a lot. And there he is. lyrics. Of course, if you're not familiar with the young ones, you really want to check that out. I mean, you could probably find some clips on YouTube. It's a British comedy about these four guys in college and misfits, I guess you could say, and most of the time they don't get along very well, and that's what makes it hilarious. So that's all I have in this video. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and please enter my 400 plus subscribers contest that's currently going on. I have a video about the details of that a couple videos back. Actually, it might be the video right before this one, as they're uploaded, as I uploaded them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next. By the way, if you have entered my contest, or if you're going to enter my contest, the day that I draw names for the winner, I will be announcing what the prizes are that day. So that's something I forgot to say in my actual video for the contest. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.